It's good to go. Solidus-T, the ice god, tapping in. Just want to chop it up with y'all real quick about something. A lot of you motherfuckers don't understand the Russell Wilson and Ciara situation. There's a lot of confusion out there, so I thought I'd tap in and discuss that real quick. Because, you know, I know y'all heard the latest interview she did where she said past don't matter and stupid shit like that. And they were saying that Russell Wilson is a lame and shit like that. So I know y'all saw that. So I thought I'd chime in on that real quick. What y'all got to understand about that situation is Ciara is a celebrity. She's an R&B princess. So, due to that status, she's not going to deal with the same reality that a regular bitch, a regular black bitch would have by having a baby with a nigga like Future. She's not going to deal with that same reality due to her being famous and being an R&B, one of them bad R&B chicks. She's not going to deal with that same reality. And then this ain't no bitch named Shaniqua that work at Walmart with a bad attitude. You know, this ain't no, let me say that again. This ain't no black nappy head bitch wearing a bonnet named Shaniqua that work at fucking Walmart with a bad attitude. That got a baby out of wedlock by a nigga with the character of Future. This ain't that. So she's not going to deal with the same consequences a chick like that would have. You know what I'm saying? That's not happening. This bitch is a celebrity. She be on TV. I'm pretty sure she got a good dime to her name. And that's just the reality. So when Russell Wilson was single or when he decided to date her, he obviously saw that and was like, okay, I can tolerate that. Because I'm telling you right now, unless he's a fucking weirdo, which he don't strike me as, I guarantee you, he's not doing that with a chick that's just a regular chick. But a celebrity bitch, okay. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I would date her. I definitely would fuck her, but I'm not saying I would date a chick that got a baby out of wedlock by a dude, like baby out of wedlock, period. But when you're a celebrity, I can see celebrities doing stupid shit like that due to the fact that they're celebrities. Like example, Halle Berry got 2 kids by 2 different dudes. Granted, she was married to those dudes, but she got 2 kids by 2 different dudes. And guys are not going to turn her down because of that. Because they're going to see that she's famous, obviously. She's the Halle Berry. So they're going to be like, I'll date her anyways despite that. So I understand that. I might not. You know how you can understand something but you don't really agree? It's one of those situations. I understand, but I don't really agree. So Russell Wilson being with Ciara, I'm not gonna get up here and say he's a lame for doing that. I'm just gonna say I understand. Because again, this is not a regular broad that's just up here having babies out of wedlock. This chick is famous. She's an R&B chick. The whole 9. So it's different. You know what I'm saying? And he's obviously dating her mostly because of that. You know? And that's pretty much where we're at with it. You know, so people got to understand that. So with full understanding of that, that should keep you from like calling him out his name or saying he's a lame and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because he's not doing that with a regular chick. But a celebrity bitch, a nigga might fuck around and overlook that only because the bitch is famous. So, you know, you can call that what you want. It do sound like bullshit, but I understand why he's doing it. And then to touch on Ciara talking about her past don't matter and shit like that. I mean, you gotta understand, that's just what women say when they know that type of shit matters, because obviously a bitch with a shady past or a promiscuous past is not going to be an ideal mate to date. Everybody kind of knows that. But women say stupid shit like that because, again, women feel like there should be no accountability for their actions when they do some shit that's not really agreeable. Like, everybody knows that it's not natural for a woman to be promiscuous. That's why when girls do hoe shit, they get a bad rep. Like bitches doing porn and all that shit, sex work, bitch sucking dick on OnlyFans and shit for everybody to see and shit. You know, everybody knows that when women do that type of shit, they get a bad rep because it's not really natural for a woman to be doing that shit. We just gotta keep it real. Or if not doing porn, the bitch like 29 and she has sex with like 18 dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows. If you find some shit like that out about a bitch you're trying to date, that's probably gonna make you not take her serious. You'll probably like ghost her, or you'll still talk to her, but you're just talking to her for sex. So everybody knows that past matters when you're a woman. It matters if you're a guy too, because I would tell a woman to not date a guy that's like a criminal. I would tell a woman to not date a guy that used to do this, used to do that, if it's all a bunch of negative stuff. Like, let's say a girl met a dude that's a sex offender, but he's so-called turned his life around. I would tell her not to date a dude that's a sex offender, me personally. You dig? So it matters to guys too, just not as bad as it does for women. Because a woman's past really matters. A guy's past, in certain cases, matters. And that's just reality. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not dating no girl that used to be an adult film actress or a sex worker, or she fucked a whole bunch of dudes. The bitch been a hoe since she was in high school, and she's still a hoe and she's 29 now. I'm not dating no bitch like that, or any age. Like, nah, you know? So past matters for a woman. Ciara was capping when she said that, but it is what it is. Bitches cap, that's how that shit go. You know, that's how that shit work. But so that's pretty much how that go. People gotta understand that, because everybody's going around calling the nigga lame and shit. And it's like, it's not so much that he's lame, it's just that he's overlooking the fact that she's a baby mom because she's a celebrity. That's what's going on. It's not necessarily he's lame, because they're just trying to say the dude is a lame and just disrespect the man. And it's like, I don't know if that's necessary, to be honest with y'all, because it's like, I doubt he would be doing this if this bitch was not a celebrity. I really do. You know, he'd probably be fucking with a white bitch or something that ain't got no kids. You know what I mean? But that's all it is. That's all that is. You know, that's pretty much how that shit works. So y'all keep that in mind. I just want to touch on that real quick, because I'm actually pulling up to where I gotta go right now. So this ain't gonna be my usual 15-minute or more videos I usually do. So I'm gonna let y'all go right here. But so yeah, I just wanted to touch on that Russell Wilson and Ciara shit real quick. Hopefully y'all can get a better understanding after the way I explained it. And then y'all can kind of like stay out of that shit. Because really don't give a fuck, but since it's out there, I thought I'd talk about it. So yeah, man, like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I'll get back to y'all in the next video. I'll holler back.